Has many fans, but the head of JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, isn't one. It's worse than tulip bulbs, he said. It won't end well. Someone is going to get killed. He's referring, of course, to the 17th century tulip mania that caused some bulbs to cost more than houses, before, of course, the bubble burst.
It is perhaps unsurprising that someone who runs a conventional bank doesn't much like something that's been set up specifically to get round the conventional banking system. Indeed, one of the reasons for the phenomenal rise of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is that more and more people have less and less trust in the financial system.
Stock markets have fallen here and around the world as one of
the financial crisis of a decade ago convinced many that the whole system was in fact rigged. The negative real interest rates that followed were actually a dishonest way for governments to boost treasury coffers and reduce debt by, in effect, taxing savers.
Well, people are looking to preserving value. They're also on a hunt for some sort of return. You're not getting it from putting your money in a bank. So that's why we've seen, rapid increases over the last 10 years in, stocks and other assets. So the fact that I think Bitcoin has just caught the public's imagination like nothing else. So the increase in that has been huge. The numbers are massive and are terrifying in some ways. But it has been a function. This isn't just happening in the cryptocurrency world. This has happened in lots of asset classes.
The essence of a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin is that central banks have no control over it. Its supply is capped, so no one can just print money. And a record of who owns what is spread across the entire community of users. Part of that community is Miriam Karanja. She's a law student in London. Her brother in Kenya finds Bitcoin an easy way to send her money without having to use a bank. She can, with a bit of fuss, turn it into pounds at this ATM machine.
Does it worry you that the currency seems to go up and down so quickly?
Yeah, it's a bit worrying. Like, I have to keep checking the price, and I have alerts, and I have buy orders at certain prices and that type of thing. And in the past week, the price has really gone down, so it's a bit worrying.
Do you lose sleep over it?
Well, the thing is, I trade at a very minuscule level, so the loss I have isn't so huge where I'd get depressed about it. But I know there are people who lose a lot of sleep and get very stressed out.
Bitcoin and the technology behind it has spawned dozens of similar cryptocurrencies, and now a new trend, the ICO, or initial coin offering. It's an increasingly popular way to raise capital for a new venture. Instead of issuing shares, you issue a new currency.
Is this simply a way for fraudsters to get the money of gullible people?
No, this isn't necessarily a way for that to happen, although we are seeing huge amounts of investment money raised from what you would probably call unsophisticated investors, and on the back of what may be a fairly undeveloped product. So in some cases it's probably an easy way to raise from an investment point of view, but I wouldn't necessarily say that each of them is a scam.
But amongst them there may be some fraudulent products.
I would say so, yes. I would imagine so, yes.
China was this month the first authority to ban ICOs. Other regulators are looking nervously at them, issuing ever stronger warnings for investors to beware.
This is the third stage of a bubble, the mania phase, where people are investing on the basis that other investors will buy from them, and not because it's some sort of solid opportunity. There are a few ICOs where people have tried to do things properly in an orderly manner, but quite a lot of them, they're just saying, we're going to run off some magic beans, buy some and you can sell them to someone else. And that's the entire offer.
The value of Bitcoin has risen exponentially, up 600% this year alone, but back down 30% in recent weeks. A similar shape then to the price of tulip bulbs 380 years ago. But that graph, of course, went back to almost zero.
David Grossman there. Well, Malcolm Pally is the chairman and co-founder of Coincilium, which invests in blockchain startups. It was the world's